Woo! We are live. Welcome to Tuesday's coaching. We jump in here every single Tuesday, giving you a tool, a strategy, a resource, something to better your day, your week, your month, or your year with. Man, I know today is a big day. Today is the day that you should be getting out there and voting. And I want to talk about that in a second. But I want to recap last week. So last week we did our Blueprint for Success, our ultimate year goal setting workshop. I thought I had it around here somewhere, but I don't. But man, we did an entire workbook that we put together. And honestly, it's that workbook itself creates so much insight into where we're at in all areas of life, right? How to go ahead and cultivate the action steps that create success. We broke down their business from all the pillars of business they have, reverse engineering their goal, and then how many dials they need to make, how many contacts they need to have, how many appointments set every single week or every single month. So an incredible workshop we had last week, helping people be massively prepared for 2023. If you did miss it, sorry about that. It was only a 2-day workshop and you just missed the boat on it. But for those of you that were there, appreciate you guys. I'll see you on tomorrow's coaching call. But let's dive in. So today is the day. Today is voting day. Who are you voting for? You want to go ahead and put it in the comments? Let's see. Who's willing enough to tell us who you're voting for? I know this can cause controversy. I get it, right? Democrats, Republicans, this person, that person. I'm curious. Who here wants to go ahead and put who they're voting for in the chat? Go for it. If you want to, drop it in the comments. By the way, when you drop it in the comments, this is my piece of advice for everybody else. We're not bashing anybody for voting one way or the other, but I need to make everybody aware of something that I need you to do as soon as you vote that so many people miss out on. So this is what happens today, right? So you go, and maybe you already did. Maybe you did early voting, but let's say you're voting today. You go ahead and you get your ballot and you mark who you want to go ahead and win for, this chair and that chair and this and that, and you hand it in, right? Like my wife, get all nervous, you hand it in, and then you leave. And what happens normally after this is a bundle of emotions, which by any means, I'm not telling you not to have that. And I'm not telling you that it's not normal to have the emotions once you hand that ballot in. But what I will tell you is that the biggest problem I'm going to see is when you hand in that ballot on who you're going to vote for, you're not going to let go of it. You're not going to let go of it. What I mean by this is you're not going to let go of how you want the results to turn out, how you want the ballot that you put in there to be the ballot that, was the one that, hopefully played into a role of getting that person elected. And you're going to still hang on to it. You're still going to hold on to it. And every single day, week, month, whatever it might be, you're going to be going ahead and you're going to be like, I voted. Let's see who wins. And then it's going to come out on who wins, right? When it comes out who wins, what the biggest problem you're going to see happen in this, not just real estate industry, but in this world, is that we are going to create this holding on to long after the votes are counted, maybe counted twice, right? Long afterwards. And unfortunately, it's going to drive you into almost insanity, but really into a place that you cannot control what happens after you hand it in. So as you hand in that ballot, I also want you to let go physically and let go emotionally. You need to let go of whatever the outcome is, because the outcome is going to be the outcome. You did your part. You did your part. That small percent that you could control, you did that part. You handed in that ballot. You voted for who you wanted to win. But whether they won or they didn't win, the outcome is going to be the outcome. So you have to, guys, hear me loud and clear. You have to let go of whatever the outcome is going to be. You cannot obsess over this outcome. And if it doesn't go your way, still hold on to that grudge or animosity, because it is going to stop you from focusing on the things you can control. So when you go there today and you vote and you hand in that ballot and you let go of it in your hands and you drop it in there, let go of it emotionally. Walk away without being attached to the outcome. And that's my big piece of advice today. It's not much about real estate or anything else, but yet it actually plays into a big role of your business and into your mental health. We tend to focus on the things that we have no control over. We tend to focus on these things that really we have a very, 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 very small portion of control over. And then once that small portion of control is done, which is AKA voting today, you still hold on emotionally to the outcome. You need to let go of the outcome and only attach yourself to the action. And this is where it transfers into every area of life. I'm sitting here now. We're revamping our business for 2023. We got a lot of things we want to do. There's a lot of things that we're coming out with. There's some shifts that have happened that we want to make sure that we're staying ahead of. And as a coaching company, we want to make sure that we're trending the right way. But there are also things that we don't have control over. We don't have control over that. Unfortunately, some people, maybe you listening right now, have fear and you're worried of investing in something, right? So you go ahead and you hold on to your cash, which is fine, right? We also don't have control over what happens to the interest rates. And so a lot of our agents are like, man, people, it's 8%, 9%. Who knows what it's going to be? How do you help me overcome that? Well, we can. First off, we have strategies for that. But we don't have control over that. And the more you try to focus on the things you can't control, the less control you have over the things you can. The less focus you have on the things that you can. We sit here in a time where inflation is high, uncertainty is high, right? All these things that are really hurting our economy, that sucks. Let's be real, it sucks. All right, agree with me. Whether you're on one side of the fence or the other side, it sucks what's going on. I'm seeing businesses close. I'm seeing people, having to go get second jobs. But I'm also seeing people double down and increase their business and go ahead and double down and increase their activity. But it all comes down to this one thing. This is how you're going to win. This is how you're going to win. You need to let go of control. So when you hand in that ballot, and you say, here you go, here's what I'm voting for, and you actually let it go, please let go emotionally. Don't be attached to the outcome. Yes, hope for the outcome you want, but whether it goes your way or doesn't go your way, you had to step back and say, I can't control it, because we are only made with so much energy. So if you're sitting there trying to control or obsess over this outcome that you don't have any way to move the needle further after you drop off that ballot, you will find yourself in a place of depression, anxiety, right? Of resentment, of a little bit of this hate or this grudge and this animosity towards the other side, or, hey, it didn't go our way, or, hey, was this rigged? Look, doesn't make a difference. In 2023, those who will win will not be affected by the circumstances in their life, because I'm here to tell you there will be tons of circumstances. There's going to be tons of circumstances that you may see coming, and then there's going to be some that you don't see coming. But it's in that moment when you feel that circumstance punch you in the face. It's in that moment where you say, okay, I can let this circumstance dictate my next action move, or I can keep it moving. Maybe I need to position myself a little bit differently. That's fine. But you need to not allow the circumstance, you not allow the outcome to affect the activity, the effort, the energy. Let go of that ballot when you hand it in emotionally like you are physically. That's my biggest tip for today. Now, we come in here every Tuesday, we drop something like this. And a lot of times, it's about people want these tactical things for their business. Hey, how do I convert more? Hey, what social media posts are really working the best? Hey, all these things are, we can show you all that. But all of that doesn't matter if you continue to emotionally attach yourself to the outcomes. And when the outcome doesn't happen the way you want it to happen, all of a sudden this fear of, oh my God, what's next sets in. This all of a sudden this, everything's out of control, everything's spinning sets in. But yeah, the things that are out of control, you won't have control over. Let it go and get yourself back on the three things you can control: effort, energy, execution. Effort, energy, execution. One more time: effort, energy, and execution. You played your big role that you wanted to play in this ballot, right? You handed it in, right? Hand it in. Here you go. You played the role. That was all you can do. So now take a step back. Let God, let the universe, let it take control after this. Don't be the one that sits here and that's, as the months go on, you are still obsessing over what happened with the outcome of the voting. What happened of the outcome. It's not going to help you. It's only going to hurt you. It's only going to bring you down. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is this. Today is the day you can make a small effort into what you've been maybe complaining about or wanting all year, right? In the last 2 years. Today you can make some effort. So if you didn't have plans on voting because, it doesn't matter, go vote. Vote for those who can't. Vote for those who can't and would. Vote the way that you want to vote, not for what the people around you are saying. Vote the way that you want to vote. That's all. And then when you hand in that ballot, when you let go of it and you drop it in there, let go emotionally. The outcome will be the outcome, but don't allow the outcome to dictate your next action step. So if you have any questions about how to let go emotionally into something, right? How to fully let go of the outcome, message me, DM me, let's chat. In our Real Estate Mastery, we don't coach just about sales, just about social media, just about structure. We coach about self-mastery. And one thing we always preach, and I'm not wearing a shirt today, but it's controlling the controllable. You're controlling the controllable by handing in who you want to win. But then the rest is out of your hands. So let it go so you can have the capacity to put the effort and focus into things that move the needle further in your own life and in your own business. So message me, hit me up. But guys, what are we here? We're like 3 weeks out from Thanksgiving. We are about 7-8 weeks out from, I think it's like 50 days, from Christmas. I know we're already all set up here. We got to put the Christmas tree up, but that's about it. And the outside lights. But we're in runway season, baby. Right? Like what you do today matters so much for 2023. And we're going to be talking about that. But I want you guys to know what you're doing right now matters so much for 2023. So talking about like focusing on what you can control. You're not going to reap the benefits or the rewards right now for the effort you're putting in, but you're going to reward yourself and feel those rewards in January, February. And the other side of it, if you're not doing the work right now, you're kicking your feet up. You're like, it's the holidays. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to chill. You're going to feel the pain of it in 6 months from now, 5 months from now. It's like if you eat that cookie, right? One cookie a night. I mean, let me give you an example. We just made mini donuts. Ari and I made mini donuts. And I had 2 the other day. And I wanted more. But I knew if I had more, it'd be one the next day, one the next day. I wouldn't feel it right away. But I'd feel that mini donut, right? Maybe 2-3 weeks later, I'd feel it and I'd see it. It's the same thing with everything you're doing right now. You may not be feeling it right now, the good or the bad. But just know that you're going to feel it January and February. So do yourself a favor when you go ahead and hand in that ballot and you let go of that ballot, let go of it emotionally. Control the controllable. Focus on what you can control after you drop that off. Just go. Hey, that's it. Speaking to the universe. I did my part. Now I'm going to go ahead and start working on me. I'm going to start working on the business. Everything else will happen. I'm going to start working on me. I'm going to start working on the business. Everything else will happen. Speak it out into existence. Allow the universe to know that you are truly somebody who is only focusing on what they can control. And if you do that for all of 2023, I'm telling you, if you do it for all of 2023, you will see some great results. Speaking of results, if you want to go ahead and hear more about our Real Estate Mastery coaching and how we can help you in 2023 going forward, go ahead and comment the word me below, and I'll reach out to you. I'll personally jump on a call with you and hear about your business, see how we could help you. Okay? Drop the word me. We'll help you out. Obviously, 2023 is less than 2 months away. Don't wait to get a coach, whether it's myself or somebody else, in January. Do it now so you can properly prepare yourself to hit the ground running January 1 and not just try to, figure it out the first month and then start hit the ground running in February. Get a coach now, guys, whether it's me or somebody else, so they can properly prepare you and create a blueprint for your success in 2023. It starts now. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate. Doesn't even work. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. May or may not be on here next Tuesday. I do not know yet. We are actually traveling to Tennessee. We're traveling to Disney next week. So I'm going to Green Bay to watch the Cowboys-Packers Sunday. Tuesday, we're driving to Disney. And then 2 weeks later, then we're going to Nashville. So may not be on here, but we'll probably post something in here tomorrow because I want to give you guys a little a little bit of something to take you into your week with that's going to be valuable. So look out for the next post. It's going to be something you're going to want to use going forward to make sure you know your numbers so you can go ahead and win big in 2023. So I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Remember, go vote. Control what you control at that point. And then when you let go of that ballot, let go of the outcome. Let go physically and emotionally. See you guys next week. Maybe.